So, hallihallöchen und willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play Star Trek The Next Generation A Final Unity. Ja, und in der letzten Folge haben wir ja von der Sternenflotte den Auftrag bekommen, ich glaube den Wissenschaftler hier, den...
Captain,
Oh,
an urgent message is coming in from Chancellor Larak of Fridges. On screen.
Captain Picard, a Romulan warbird has invaded our system. You promised to defend us. Please come as quickly as you can.
Set course for Fridges. Warp 8.
okay, dann legen wir uns jetzt doch nochmal mit den Romulanern an.
Engage.
Eigentlich hatte ich ja gedacht, dass wir zu dem Wissenschaftler, zu den Shindok-Ruinen oder wie auch immer die Typen dort hießen, nochmal hin müssen. Zu dem Vulkan, ja, auf jeden Fall. Aber, wie es aussieht, müssen wir jetzt dorthin. Denn das Spiel hat uns ja jetzt gerade gesagt, dass wir dorthin müssen.
Warning. Entering Nebula.
Ja, ja.
Entering
Noch
Federation
9,8
space.
Lichtjahre. Mit Warp 8. So, wir sind da.
Captain's log supplemental. We have arrived at Fridges in response to a distress call from Chancellor Larak. Although he claims to have been attacked by the Romulans, we can find no evidence that any battle ever took place.
Sensors are picking up a vessel.
Yellow alert.
A Romulan warbird is on sensors. Raising shields.
Do you need a moment, Captain? I understand you humans need to pray before death.
Naja, eigentlich wollte ich ja mit denen nur sprechen, um zu hoffen, dass wir hier das friedlich lösen können. Sie wissen so gut wie ich, dass unsere Schiffe gleichwertig sind. Ein Kampf lege in niemanden das Interesse. Meine Mannschaft und ich sind bereit, unser Leben für die Föderation zu opfern. Sind Sie bereit, das gleiche Opfer zu bringen, Commander? Lieber nicht. Wir nehmen das hier.
You know as well as I that our ships are evenly matched. A fight is in nobody's best interest.
I am very much interested in a fight, Captain. The destruction of the Enterprise will be a great boost to my career.
Torpedo away.
Na gut, dann müssen wir ihn halt zerstören.
Shields are holding.
Targeting Romulan warbird.
Do you need a moment, Captain?
The crew of the Enterprise. Fire.
There was
Nochmal.
no response to our hail.
Nein, die rufen... Okay.
Savor your victory while you can, Captain. You will find it short-lived.
Okay, wir haben
Torpedo
gewonnen.
away. Their shields are failing.
Alert cancelled. Condition green.
Oh, wir haben leider zerstört. Das wollten wir natürlich nie. Verdammt!
The Romulan warbird has been destroyed.
I cannot begin to thank you for coming to our rescue. If I can help you in any way, please let me know.
I'd like to beam a team down to your planet and talk with you more directly.
You and your crew will be most welcome.
Okay. Das bedeutet, wir gehen jetzt zum Transporterraum. Oh, Captain Picard macht das diesmal. Wenn der Captain persönlich runtergeht, da ist es schon sehr wichtig.
Beam down coordinates selected.
So, jetzt müssen wir mit dem sprechen hier.
Thank you for allowing us to beam down.
I welcome you in the Lawgiver's name. Although the sects have refused to help, I am more than willing to assist you.
Gut, also er will uns helfen. Die alten Chodak spielen plötzlich eine wichtige Rolle in galaktischen Angelegenheiten. Wir haben gehofft, sie könnten uns etwas mehr über sie erzählen. Wir haben es Mensch, wir haben es die Romulaner geschafft, sie zu finden. Ihre Welt scheint in Ordnung zu sein. Ich nehme an, es gab keine Beschädigungen durch das romulanische Schiff. Wenn Sie mich jetzt bitte entschuldigen, es warten noch andere Pflichten auf mich. Vielleicht können wir uns später noch einmal unterhalten. Okay, gut. Fragen wir den gleich mal über die Chodak aus.
Ancient Chodak have suddenly assumed great importance in galactic affairs. We were hoping you could tell us some more about them.
Our people have always been fascinated by the ruins found when our ancestors arrived here. Over the years, we have learned many things about the Chodak society and technology.
Was wissen Sie über die Chodak-Technologie? Was wissen Sie über die Chodak-Gesellschaft? Also ich würde erstmal fragen, weil es hieß ja, dass da irgendwas in dem Nebel ist, was die Chodak erschaffen haben. Würde ich erstmal über die Technologie reden wollen.
What do you know about Chodak technology?
We do not fully understand the principles behind it, but we've been able to make some of it function. The chameleon field that disguises our world, for example, is a Chodak invention.
What else have you discovered about Chodak technology?
They had an unusual way of navigating that seemed to be based on how long it took to travel between different points at a particular speed. Unfortunately, I don't know how they defined their basic units, so I can't be more specific.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Chodak technology?
They created special shielding materials which could block out any transporter beams we know of, yet their own transporters could pass through them easily.
What else have you discovered about Chodak technology?
They use devices similar to isolinear rods as keys to many of their machines. Here, let me give you one.
How does it work?
When this programmer is twisted around the rod's end, it can alter the rod's settings, making it a sort of all-purpose key. If you use the programmer properly, you can activate almost any Chodak machine or computer.
Aha, sehr gut.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Chodak technology?
The crowning glory of their technology was something called the Unity device that made it possible for them to control their far-flung empire.
Do you have any more details about this Unity device?
I think it was a superweapon with almost unlimited powers. When the Chodak lost it somehow, their empire fell apart almost immediately.
What do you know about Chodak society?
Their empire spanned this quadrant, encompassing tens of thousands of star systems. It endured for 100,000 years. Then, 900,000 years ago, it disintegrated, almost overnight.
It's unusual for such an immense empire to last that long. What was the secret of their success?
They had a talent for administration. They had an entire planet called Alanor, from which they ruled their empire. The bureaucracy must have been colossal.
What else do you know about Chodak history?
We believe that the group which settled here and built these structures was not from the mainstream of Chodak society.
Why do you say that?
For one reason, this is a very small base. The structures the Chodak built could not have held more than a few thousand people. This could not have been a major colony.
And for another?
The Chodak settlers often refer to Alanor as the seat of evil, and frequently said that the Unity device, the Empire's chief means of control, had to be destroyed.
Perhaps the settlers here were similar to your own ancestors, fleeing an established society to pursue a different vision.
Perhaps, but I suspect the Chodak here played a far more active role. This outpost was only inhabited for a few decades, which coincided almost exactly with the end of the Empire as a whole.
These reasons are not strong grounds for believing the settlers here were rebels.
There are 1,000 more small clues, all pointing to the same conclusion. But there is one major mystery which could resolve the question completely.
What is this mystery?
A century ago, our scientists found a Chodak data crystal. We believe it contains the answers we seek, but unfortunately, the crystal is extremely old and fragile. Our equipment is not sophisticated enough to read it without destroying it.
Okay.
Perhaps the Enterprise's computers could read your Chodak data crystal safely.
Very well. I will entrust the crystal to you. All I ask is that you share whatever you discover to satisfy our own curiosity.
If you'll excuse me, I have other duties to attend to. Perhaps we can talk again later.
As you wish. May the spirit of the lawgiver guide your path through the stars.
Okay.
We've done all we can here. Beam us up.
Okay, dann beamen wir jetzt wieder hoch. Ich dachte, wir müssen jetzt noch was auf dem Planeten erledigen, aber wie es aussieht, nicht.
Chancellor
Okay.
Larak was most helpful. We now know what the Romulans are seeking.
Do you think the Romulans have really found the Unity device?
We know already if they had.
Dann wüssten wir es
The
bereits,
device is
genau.
that powerful?
I'm not sure, but without it, an empire which spanned this entire section of the galaxy disintegrated overnight.
What are your orders, Captain?
So, ich möchte gerne noch etwas über die Situation nachdenken. Nehmen Sie Kurs auf den Runus-Sektor und nehmen Sie unseren Patrouillenflug entlang der neutralen Zone wieder auf. Nehmen Sie Kurs auf Horst 3. Ich würde sagen, wir fliegen jetzt mal nach Horst 3.
Set course for Horst 3. Warp 5.
Aye, sir.
Denn
Engage.
da ist ja, glaube ich, der vulkanische Wissenschaftler, der ja hier ein Chodak-Experte sein soll. Und vielleicht kann der uns ja helfen. Mit unserem lustigen kleinen Datenkristall, den wir bekommen haben und so weiter und so fort. 37 Lichtjahre bei Warp 5. Okay, 34, das dauert jetzt eine Weile. Sternflotte.
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
So, was kann ich für Sie tun? Ich möchte unsere aktuellen Befehle bestätigen lassen. Wie schätzen Sie unsere jüngsten Leistungen ein? Wie sieht die aktuelle Situation aus, Admiral? Gibt es irgendetwas, auf das wir besonders Acht geben sollten? Ich möchte unsere aktuellen Befehle bestätigen lassen.
I'd like to confirm our current orders.
Of course. Your orders are to investigate the real reasons behind the Romulan incursion.
Okay, mehr nicht. Wie schätzen Sie unsere jüngsten Leistungen ein? Nee, einen Leistungsreport möchte ich jetzt nicht haben. Wie sieht die aktuelle Situation aus? Gibt es irgendetwas, auf das wir besonders Acht geben müssen? Also sollten.
What is the current situation, Admiral? Is there anything in particular we should be aware of?
The Romulan incursion is all but over. The surviving warbirds have entered the Zatanus Nebula in pursuit of an unknown objective. We think they may be after a legendary superweapon built by the ancient Chodak.
Okay. Dann Picard-Ende.
Picard out.
Gut. Wir haben ja jetzt diesen lustigen Daten...
Captain, the ship's computer has completed
Ah,
its
jetzt.
to read the damaged Chodak data crystal we received from Chancellor Larak.
Any success, Mr. Data?
Only in part, sir. Much of the information was corrupted, as we had feared. But there, as Chancellor Larak guessed, Frigis was indeed a rebel base. The crystal explains how the rebels stole information from the main computer on Alinor and used it to attack the Unity device itself. The rebels used the programmable encryption rod to access Alinor's main computer and learn vital information about the Unity device. This information was then used to plan a raid against the Unity device. There is then a corrupted section and a brief mention of a space freighter called the Rinkel. I am not certain what the connection is between the freighter and the raid. The complete text of the information may of course be found in the ship's computer.
So. Kommunikation. Ne? Computer.
Primary core access enabled. Systems
So.
online.
Analysen. Der Datenkristall. Ach du Scheiße. Also ich lese jetzt nicht den ganzen Text vor. Wer das hier lesen möchte, kann dann gerne Pause drücken. Ich lese das jetzt nur für mich. Denn das ist ganz schön viel. Mhm, okay. Wir fliegen aber mit Warp 9 dorthin, wenn dann. Simcore 4. War das jetzt überhaupt der richtige? Nee, oder war es Morasia? Nee, Morasia war es, nee. Weil Quatsch, der Botschafter, der hat ja darauf bestanden.
The ancient Chodak race seems to be at the heart of the current situation. The Vulcan scholar Shinnok was studying some of their ruins. Perhaps he could give us more information.
Okay.
Helm, standard orbit.
Okay, dann fliegen wir doch nach Horst 3 lieber. Aber mit Warp 9,2. Das geht ein bisschen schneller.
Sensors are picking up a vessel.
Ach, verdammt. Wollen wir Ziel abfangen, Ausweichmanöver oder bringen sie uns hier raus? Wollen wir abhauen oder Ausweichmanöver? Ach, wir fangen Ziel. Ach, komm.
Helm, plot an intercept course.
Yellow alert.
A Romulan warbird is on sensors.
The ship is
Locking weapons.
Do you need a moment, Captain?
Versuchen wir es nochmal. Sie wissen so gut wie ich, dass unsere Schiffe gleichwertig sind im Kampf. Ein Kampf läge in niemandes Interesse. Genau.
You know as well as I that our ships are evenly matched. A fight is in nobody's best interest.
I am very much interested in a fight, Captain. The destruction of the Enterprise.
Ja, ja, laber nie. Los, mach ihn fertig, Wurf.
Fire.
Torpedo locked.
Fire.
We are being hailed.
Do you need a...
My crew and I are prepared to
Versuchen
sacrifice
wir's.
ourselves for the Federation. Are you prepared to make that same sacrifice, Commander?
We shall see who becomes the sacrifice.
Ja, ja, laber noch. So.
We who are about to die salute you.
Okay. Der romulanische Warbird ist weg. Können wir unseren Kurs nach Horst 3 fortsetzen.
Has been destroyed.
So. Fliegen wir immer noch mit Warp? Ja, wir fliegen noch mit Warp. 22,5 Lichtjahre noch.
The room is empty.
Ja, toll. Dass uns das noch Mr. Wolf sagen muss als Captain. Als Captain Enterprise, wenn wir Lust haben in unseren Konferenzraum.
Standard orbit.
Gut. Wenn wir als Captain Enterprise Lust haben, in unseren Konferenzraum zu gehen, dann gehen wir in unseren Konferenzraum.
Captain's log. We have arrived at Horse 3 to request some advice from the noted Vulcan archaeologist, Shinnok. Instead, all we have found here is a recorded message buoy broadcasting continuously.
Hui.
To whoever hears this message, the sudden incursion into this region of space by a flotilla of Romulan warships has made this remote expedition untenable. For the safety of my crew, I have decided to abandon this site temporarily. In the name of science, I ask that you do not disturb my work on this planet. There is one site that requires special care. The Chodak site seems to have a field that camouflages it to normal sensors. I located it mostly by accident. There is a platform jutting out part way down a deep shaft in the ground. Further investigation has been blocked by an ancient rock slide.
As much as I would like to honor Shinnok's request to leave the site alone, we don't have that luxury. The current situation makes it imperative that we learn where this planet Alanor is. This Chodak base may have the information we need.
Ja.
We should form an away team at once to investigate this shaft that Shinnok spoke of, but we'll have to be careful to disturb as little on the site as possible.
Okay, dann können wir also jetzt runterbeamen. Da gehen wir jetzt zum Transporter und beamen herunter. Captain Picard kommt gleich mit. Naja gut, Captain Picard ist ja der Archäologe.
Eastbound coordinates selected.
Sehr gut. Und Energie. Wir haben den Stab. Und jetzt müssen wir bestimmt mit dem Stab an eine Computerkonsole gehen. Oder sowas ähnliches und die ausrüsten. Beziehungsweise dann die Daten runterladen. Und dann wissen wir, wo wir hin müssen. Aber das machen wir alles erst in der nächsten Folge. Und ich sage tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.